Hi Ankita, I'm so excited to have you with me. Congratulations on
Hi.
cracking your UGC NET JRF exam in December 2018. Please share your
Thank you so
experience
much.
with us.
Well, my experience was if I cracked my JRF in 2018, and I prepared for, I think, not for very long, and experience was good. Of course, if you get good result, you're going to be happy. So yes, I'm very happy I cleared JRF, and it opened a lot of avenues for me career-wise. In fact, I got an offer from Human Peritus, and I'm working with them as of now, which is great to be part of such a good team. So yeah, that was my experience.
I would like to go back a little and ask you, where are you from, which city were you born in, what is your educational background about your graduation and masters?
Okay, so I was born in Allahabad, although I have been to many cities. My schooling is from various cities. I've done my graduation from Jabalpur, and then I went to Hyderabad to do my MBA. So my master's is from Hyderabad, and then I worked for a few years in corporate. And I've always wanted to get into academics, but I wanted some experience because it always helps if you work in real world in corporate. So I did that, and then in 2018 I decided that I should give a try to this exam.
All right. So next question would be, for how much time period did you prepare, and what material or books did you refer to get to that coveted JRF status?
Okay. So I initially I planned to give my exam in June 2018, but due to some personal reasons I couldn't do that. So and I had ordered Human Peritus material in April, I guess, right? But I was not able to give the exam in June. So I thought, okay, fine, I'll give it in December. That's the plus point of this exam, that you can it happens biannually, right? So I thought, okay, let me prepare for December. So by August and late August, I was looking for some coaching or material, some better way to prep me for this exam. And on internet, I stumbled upon Human Peritus. And I was a little skeptical earlier because, in my mind, I was like, this is my only chance. If I clear this exam, well and good, otherwise I'll look for something else. I'm not going to waste my time. So it was kind of make and break kind of situation. So I was looking, because I had a really long gap since my master's and when I was attempting the exam. So I thought, let's just get some professional help. Because it is really important to be focused and be very strategic in your preparation. So I contacted them, and to my good luck, for the first time, I think Human Peritus was also conducting their online, their coaching classes, right? So I went for demo, and I find it useful. So I joined the classes, and my preparation time would be, you can say, 3 months was my preparation time, which includes studying on my own in weekdays, and on weekend I attended Human Peritus classes. So that was my preparation time, if you ask me about the time period.
Okay. And what about the material and the tech books that you referred to?
Yes, material. Earlier, I was very, very confused, to be very honest. And I think I spent more than 20 days just to search from where to study, the sources, the best books. But as you know, I gave my exam from management subject, and the subject is so vast. When we studied in our MBA, we had so many books, and each book was more than 600 pages or so. And for me, a lot of books I did not have at that point in time from my MBA. But those which I had, I don't think the time was sufficient to go through the entire books, right? So I wanted something really crisp, which, you know, just help me hit the target straight away without wasting much time. So then as I told you, I stumbled upon Human Veritas material, and I found it really good when I went through. If you have, because see, we already have studied all the concepts, right? We only need some brushing up, and even if some new concepts are there, they were explained really nicely. So that's what I did. I went through the material, and of course the classes helped a lot, because if I had any doubt, I was able to ask my doubts, and especially the paper 1 classes was superb. And you know, I cannot stress enough how important paper 1 is. Really important. And most of the time people just, you know, take paper 1 very lightly. But I understood the importance of paper 1 only through the classes only. When the teachers told us that this is paper 1 is going to give you that edge over others, because in paper 2 the syllabus is so vast, there are going to be questions which will surprise you in the exam, right? So they said you have to be prepared, and the accuracy of your preparedness will show in paper 1 in much better way compared to paper 2. So that's what I did, and I don't think I would have prepared paper 1 that thoroughly without the mentors and teachers' help, which was great.
All right. So now my next question to you is, I'm very intrigued to know that what do you think is the small things that push you from the NET cutoff to the JRF cutoff, because many people are able to qualify UGC NET, but very few get the JRF cutoff met. So according to you, what makes it or breaks it for the JRF cutoff?
Okay, so first of all, let me put this out very clearly, that I have always been an average student throughout my life, my schooling, graduation, MBA, everything. I'm not brilliant. If people have this notion that only very brilliant people and very intelligent people can crack JRFs, that is not the case. Your hard work and where you're putting your effort, if you're putting your effort smartly, JRF is not tough at all. And only thing you need is what I did, what worked for me. See, it depends on you, right? What works for you and what not. What worked for me, I'll tell you. The very first thing is to understand your strength and your weaknesses. So I found certain subjects really tough, both in paper 1 and paper 2. Like in paper 1, I had no clue what syllogism is, what logical reasoning, how to crack those questions, because I have not much experience in competitive exams as such, right? So I just had on worked on them. I again and again practicing, and one very important thing which Human Veritas provided, which I think was for me was the difference creating point, was practicing online. The huge number of questions, I just not practiced once, I practiced twice, especially those questions, those subjects which I found really difficult. I did them again and again just to get in practice of doing questions, right? You know, when you're practicing and again in your mindset becomes like that you're in habit of, you know, thinking in that manner. So that really helped me. And finishing off the syllabus is really important. You cannot just sit with one topic for very long. And that's where the classroom programs really helped me to, you know, to manage time properly, because they finish off the topics like that. They have a proper schedule, and if you are working with them, it gets very easier to finish off the entire syllabus, which is huge for management students, at least I can say that. So I just followed their schedule, and I studied and I practiced again and again online, which like suppose if you are studying from your MBA books, first of all, finishing of the 600 pages books is a big deal. Then to find out the questions, from where to solve previous year questions, those are really important to understand the psyche of the examiner. There are certain kinds of questions which are asked in UGC net, right? So to get a hang of it, it is really important that you again and again practice. So I think that was the differentiating factor. And again, paper one, never ever go to the exam ignoring your paper one. It is going to, let me tell you my score in paper 2. I scored approximately 60% or something, and my paper 1 score was approximately 81 or above 80, right? So my average came to approximately to 70%. So then again, it became really easy for me to crack the exam, the JRF part. So here my paper 1 actually pulled me through. So don't ignore paper 1 at all.
I think that was very helpful for anyone whose aim is to crack only JRF. Also, I remember that September 2018 was the first time when they announced that they'll have online examination. Before that, it was a paper examination. So you were the first batch who had to go online to give your exam. How was that change suddenly before going to the exam? Did it help you? Did it stop you from doing certain things? Did you change anything in your preparation?
Yes, definitely. Because when we had, when I had started preparing for the exam, there was no announcement for online mode as such. There were just a few rumors going on, but nothing was confirmed. But so by the end of September, they said the paper is going to be in online mode. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll see what happens. But Human Veritas, again, thankfully, they were very, very prompt, and by the month of November, which was the last month for preparation, the exam was in December, I think, mid of December. So by November first week, they provided with us the online platform to practice online questions, which was really, really great. And the difference is not as such if you are in habit of using systems or laptops in your life, but for those students who are not very much familiar, of course it was difficult for them. But even if you are familiar with the gadgets, you need to familiarize yourself with the interface, right? How the question is going to appear in online mode, what to do. You know, when you're appearing for the first time, you get panic. So in the last month of November, I remember I did not touch the book at all. The entire 5, 6, 7 hours, whatever hours I was putting in, I was on online test platform practicing questions. That's what I did, and that really helped me, because when everybody was like, they are missing the paper, they're not able to finish off the paper because of the interface and everything. But I did not face any of those issues. In fact, I finished my paper 1, 1 hour time was allotted for paper 1, and I finished my entire paper in 45 minutes. That was only because I practiced again and again on online test platform. So that really, really helped me.
All right. So that was really insightful. And as a crust, if I kind of conclude this interview, my biggest takeaway from this interview was that scoring above 80% in the paper 1 exam got you through to that JRF status. So I'm very glad that you took out time and you talked to us. Thank you, Ankita, so much, and all the best for everything in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.